Okay, here we go. Game 3 of the epic match, the Battle of Nin versus Gaddock. We've had two excellent games, and on to game 3. Put him over there, put me up here again. My draw is excellent, I think. Just about perfect. I mean, obviously it could be one of those degenerate Soul Ring draws, but I've got awesome acceleration. I have the top. I've got Merchant Scroll as a way to kill Gaddock quickly with Fire Ice, and I've got Tidings to refill. Just about perfect. And he aids my cause by mulliganing first. Of course, the first few plays of this game are going to be the most decisive. You know, does he get green-white initially? Does he play Sylvan on turn 2 or Survival or something? Get Remand, which is really nice too. So I'm just going to go straight. I could sit on Remand. I could play Nin here, but I almost 100% chance he's going to cast Gaddock next turn, and I just need to get some mana deployed here. My plan right now is to hopefully top deck a land, Merchant Scroll into Fire Ice, kill Gaddock, and play the top, use the top to get my 5th land, cast Tidings, and just pull so far ahead that he can't catch up. There's Gaddock on schedule. There's my land. So I thought about just blowing his guy up right away, but ultimately I decide to just chill, given that he may cast something pretty gnarly next turn. There's a lot. He has a lot of powerful 2 and 3 mana plays, things like the swords, and of course Sylvan Library. I've seen enough stuff already. Oh yeah, Aura Shards, of course. Total Nemesis. His deck is a complete nightmare, as I've said before, for me. And speaking of nightmares, there's that guy. I mean, I guess he probably doesn't play too many other slivers, but this creature's obnoxious as hell. Just going to remand it. Alright, I really, really want a 5th land here, so I can Fire Ice and play the Power Stone. I get Counterflux, which is not entirely horrible, because it's a solution to that sliver. I just play the top. He draws another land. I'm pretty sure he didn't have a land last turn, so this was a top deck of his. Counter the sliver, because I do not want to lose my Mox. So I draw Thran Dynamo, which I can't cast. So my hand's looking a little clunky here. I'm going to need something good delivered off the top. So it was Into the Royal, Rewind, and Mana Crypt. Awesome, awesome top 3. So I'm able to plan pretty much how the next couple turns are going to unfold here. I'm going to go get Mana Crypt, play the Power Stone. And in retrospect, I think I probably should have played Nin here, given that I've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm already threatening a 6-card draw with it, just maybe to keep him off balance a bit. But I really kind of wanted to kill Gaddock at the end of the turn to untap, play Dynamo and Tidings, so that even if he does get Gaddock back on the table, I can survive it. See, part of the way to deal with Gaddock is that you don't so much permanently solve it, but you just solve it temporarily and deploy your high mana spells, because I don't actually run that many. I probably only have about maybe 6 or 7 key spells that are affected by Gaddock, so not really that many. I've got Lotus, Dynamo, Tidings, the 2 Planeswalkers, Rolling Thunder, 3 Planeswalkers, I guess, Karn as well. And outside of that, don't really have a lot of spells that are affected by it, but I seem to draw them a lot. Oh yeah, and then 4 mana counters: Cryptic Command, Rewind, Dismiss, and Condescend. So it's like about 10 spells or so that are affected by it. He casts Stoneforge Mystic, fetching Sword of Fire and Ice. So in response to the top, I'm just going to fire right now, figuring he's not going to play anything else this turn, and I don't want him to top into, I don't know, Mana Tithe or some crap and really, really screw my plan up. Because if he countered this, or he had a way to protect Gaddock, my whole game plan goes out the window. I mean, I guess I have Nin as a backup, but losing both these is really devastating. So here we go. I know I've got Rewind on top. I play the Thran Dynamo. Tidings. Check my mana here. Did I have enough mana to Tidings? Yeah, I did, actually. You know, playing the Dynamo was a little greedy when I think about it. I don't know. He could have made me pay for it. I'm not sure what he'd do at 4 or 5 mana. I guess a Planeswalker would have been probably worse. But I do have the End of the Royal. I knew I had it, so I was pretty sure I could tap out safely. Playing Nin here Definitely a mistake, though. I should have absolutely played Nin. Oh, wait, no, I take that back. No, I shouldn't have played Nin, because I know he's got Sword of Fire and Ice in his hand, and if he plays another land, then he goes, play the Sword of Fire and Ice attack and kill Nin. So my plan at this point is to basically just work out a situation where end of turn I either bounce his guy in response to the sword and then counter it on the way out, or I bounce the sword and slip Nin through the cracks here. He plays Mother of Runes and Aura Shards. And in response, I'm going to look at the top of the deck. Top of the deck is Ponder, Jace, Rolling Earthquake. I love how in this match the few red cards that I've talked about at length are showcased so much. They just completely shine. The reason why this deck is so much better than any mono blue versions, because you get Rolling Earthquake, because you get Fire Ice, because you get Vandal Blast, and Flame Tongue Kabu. So he draws a card with the top, and I'm really hoping he doesn't go like land 1 mana guy to blow up my Dynamo, which would just be horrible. But he does not have that. So here we go. Play Jace. Draw 3. Oh, and there's a mana drain on top as well. So Quake away his guys. Play Nin the Pain Artist. And look at this board position. Holy shit. 2, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 mana available, plus mana drain, and rewind. And all my opponent has is Aura Shards. He's got some dorky shadows. I'm just going to rewind that to keep the Aura Shards from triggering. Cast the champion. I mean, game, set, match. End of turn, I look at the top. Oh, and there's also a Mana Vault on top as well, just to add insult to injury. So I've got 3 off the shadow, play the Vault. Raw. Nin doing her thing. And look at that. I draw 12, and it's almost all garbage. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 mana-related things. Copy Artifact. Royal, Rift. I guess I have Rift, that's great. I don't know. I was expecting more deck. I draw 3 more off Tezzeret, and I get 2 more, or if Jace, I get 2 more land, and Tezzeret would... I mean, the game's probably over. There probably aren't too many things he can do, despite the fact I didn't draw any counter spells at all. Drawing a total of 15 cards. But whatever. So I just use my fetch land. I figure I can just top or ponder. Ponder's probably best. Oh. We've entered bug game territory. That was not the top of my deck. The top of my deck was Mystical Titter. Muddle the Mixture and some land. So I know at this point, I don't know, this is not in my hand. I did not draw Trinket Mage. I drew, I just threw away a bunch of lands. So weird how the replays bug out like that. But he casts Gaddock. And in response, I enter the Royal the Aura Shards. So he can't blow anything up. And then I would just cast, Tezzeret, steal his Gaddock with Shackles, and replay Nin. Game over. But he concedes in response to the end of the Royal. So it didn't matter that actually there was a Trinket Mage on top. What was actually on top of my deck, though, was a Mystical Tutor. I'm sorry, or when I pondered, I got Mystical Tutor. So I had the ability to counterspell anything he did anyway with Force of Will or with Pact of Negation, because I would just draw with the top. But that is the end of the match. Game 3 ends in dramatic fashion. Not quite as much of a pitch battle as the first 2, I think. But still quite an epic game and a great match. Hope you liked it. See you later.